To remove our fixed front sight gas block, we're going to use the 777 Tactical fixed front sight gas block jig. It comes in with two pieces. On one side of the gas block, we're going to place the jig with the thin end of the red towards the taper pins, and we're going to allow enough space for the middle of our punch to be right on the taper pin and resting on the top of the jig here. Once we've done that, we are going to flip the gun around and do the same method on the other side, making sure that the jig does not interfere with the taper pins. Then we're going to place our jig into our vise. This is a 6-inch vise, and what I like to do is kind of snug it up just a little and drop it down. And I'm going to put the edge of the jig at the edge of the vise. Now, if you're using a 5-inch vise, this will work fine too. When you're using a 4.5-inch vise, you have to be careful. You may need to scoot the jig forward a little bit into this position, because if you don't, your post here may be rubbing up against your vise slide here, and when you go to remove the taper pins, it could cause damage here to the front of your A post. So let's get this back into the vise. Just take your time getting it in there. And then once we're in there, you can really crank on the vise. You will not be able to crush the ABS plastic that we're using, but you want to crank it in, and you can see that the red part is deformed a little bit and wraps around the barrel. So we're going to take our punch, our large punch, place it on the one side, and we're going to use a 2-pound hammer, and we're going to strike our pin and we've already loosened it up. As you can see, one strike with the hammer and we've knocked the taper pin out here. So now I'm going to switch to a smaller punch. A little smaller punch. And we've gotten our taper pin out. We do the same procedure for the rear, and then we can slide our gas block off with ease. Now, to replace this, we're just going to do the reverse, and we're going to tap it in. And that's as easy as it gets to remove your fixed front sight gas block.